What's up everybody, Martin Milan here, College Foodie TV, and we are back here in the Adams Morgan section of Washington, D.C. Tonight, we have the pleasure of eating at Cashion's Eat Place, courtesy of Scoutmob's competition, Who is Your Ultimate Dinner Party Guest? Tonight, we have the opportunity and pleasure to be surrounded by some fabulous people. We have Lisa Shapiro of diningindc.net. We have the BareNakedCritic.com's very own Ariel Carrillo. We have Mary Kong, creator of GirlMeetsFood.com. We have the contest winners. We also have some fabulous people from Scoutmob who came down to join us. We have Gloria Edom and editor Marissa Payne. So come on in, dine with us. The ambiance at Cashion's Eat Place is funky and elegant. The combo gives Cashion's just the right mix of laid-back neighborhood and serious food. This has defined Cashion's since it opened in 1995. As I made my way around, I had the opportunity to have a quick chat with the general manager and resident sommelier. Needless to say, he's a busy guy, Mr. Justin Abad. Justin oversees the wine list, which has the task of replicating the restaurant's food and atmosphere.
I started working here as a server to help pay my way through GW, and when I graduated, approached by my best friend and business partner, John Menelatis, and he asked if I wanted to open a restaurant, and I said, why not?
How did you become a sommelier?
So actually a lot of generosity in terms of knowledge and time with a lot of great professionals who took me under their wing. First, John Falcino, first and foremost, the previous owner of Cashion's. He worked with me very, very closely, and then really classically trained in the sense picking up a bottle, doing research on it, reading as much as I could, talking to other sommeliers about it. I've taken a few courses, but really it's a lot more of a visceral kind of experience and a visceral education than it is, let's say, an academic pursuit. I believe that wine is a lot like a personality. It changes and it evolves and it's complex. And to enjoy it that way, to me, it makes more sense than to talk about the grams per, sugar per grams per liter. To me, it's abstract unless you can talk about the wine the way you would a person. So that's what we try and do. I'm actually very lucky. I have to count my blessings to have people who want to be here and understand our philosophy of hospitality. That it is a dialogue between our guests, and to do our best, we create an environment where they can relax and not worry about anything else.
So as Justin returns to running this awesome establishment, I get a first-hand look at how the staff works, providing impeccable service. From the kitchen to the table, everything is impressive. I was having such a good time with my fellow foodies that it didn't even feel like work. I figured this would be a good time to get to know my ultimate dinner party guests. So I remember who you told was your ultimate dinner party guest, but I was wondering if you could tell everyone else who your ultimate dinner party guest would be.
Sure. I would invite Ernest Hemingway. The way he talks about food,
Ernest Hemingway.
It's really exciting. He has so many emotions, and to see how that would play out while he's having dinner, what better dinner guest can you have?
Who would your ultimate dinner party guest be?
My ultimate dinner party guest is Martha Stewart. I have probably competing interests in both design and food and entertaining and events. And I think she kind of is the culmination of all that and would be a great storyteller.
I feel like Martha Stewart's like a really high pressure dinner party guest.
She might be, yeah, but maybe she'll do the cooking and I'll just relax and pick her brain. I think she would be a lot of fun and just so inspiring. Yeah.
Scoutmob representing this fantastic event here at Cashion's Eat Place, sponsoring this contest. Who is your ultimate dinner party guest? Andy, who is your ultimate dinner party guest?
So my ultimate dinner party guest is John Wannerton, who is a British guy who is a lexical gustatory synesthete, which means he has a condition called synesthesia. And his particular kind of synesthesia, basically he tastes words. So when he hears a certain word, it has a taste to him. It has like a different, basically a different element. So you could say a word to him like red, and that could have a bitter taste to it, or that could have a sweet taste to it. So I thought that would be fun for a dinner party, because I would just ask him all night. I would just ask, what does this word taste like? What does Amy taste like? What does the order all
How do you think he'd feel about that?
Yeah, I don't know if he would come to my dinner party, but I would definitely invite him.
So, how did you enjoy your meal tonight?
It was amazing.
It was fantastic.
What was your favorite dish?
I don't know. I really like the salmon dish. That was pretty good. But also the soup. I was surprised. Usually I'm not much of a squash person, but that soup was incredible.
We're talking with Mike, who is the fiance of Mary Kong, who is the author and founder of Girl Meets Food.
Beforehand, I was just eating the food and didn't necessarily know what I was eating or how it was made. Or that's been the great part of it. Is now when we're eating something, she'll explain to me how it was made and the preparation going into it, and it's been a learning experience.
Oh, my name is Lisa Shapiro, and my blog is called diningindc.net. And it was really just for my friends. They kept asking me where they should go for this, or where they should take their mother for Mother's Day, or where they should take their boyfriend for their anniversary. And I had always an answer for them. And they would go, and they would come back to me and say, I went to that place that you recommended, and we had a really great time. And then they just kept coming back to me for more recommendations.
I grew up in Italy, and it was a really interesting experience because the Italian culture is very much about food, and I also grew up in a Jewish culture. My mother is from New York, and so it's a lot about the eat as much as you possibly can, and be as indulgent as possible. And so that's how I try to live my life. My writing is a little bit more salesy. It's a lot less a review than it is sexy slandering of a place. That the idea of copywriting, I think, is something that really excites me. So I'm happy that Scoutmob was able to rope me in on that way.
From the first sip to the last bite, this has been a phenomenal evening. What's going on? It's Martin Milan. We are back here. We have the lovely ladies from Scoutmob DC. I have Marissa, I have Glory. We just hosted a fabulous event. So, Glory, what was the best part of the evening for you?
Between the butternut squash and just like the amazing people that we just had for dinner, the winners, it was absolutely amazing.
I agree. I think everything was great. The company was fabulous. The place is obviously one of the best in DC. I mean, there's nothing to complain about.
You know what? I'm gonna have to go on there. If you haven't been to Cashion's Eat Place, if you haven't checked out Scoutmob, you really need to check out both. This place, this site, these people, simply amazing. Scoutmob, stay curious.
Stay curious. Check it out, Scoutmob.
Unfortunately, all good things come to an end. On behalf of College Foodie TV and the wonderful people at Scoutmob, this is Martin Milan. Thank you for watching.